Oh yeah, I remember this level in Kingdom Hearts 2 where like in the original Kingdom Hearts game you get to go to Halloween Town and it was so cool and I love the Halloween Town level. It's just amazing and great and I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. But the funny part about it was that you could only do the nightmare part of the Nightmare Before Christmas. So you couldn't actually play the Christmas Town part of the game, which is, or part of the movie, which is half the movie, and that's a little bit sad. And then but I wasn't too bummed because the Christmas part of the Nightmare Before Christmas is not bad, and I'm not sure what are you trying to show me, Mother? Oh, thank you. Yeah. So the Christmas part of the Nightmare Before Christmas is never bad, but my favorite part is definitely the Halloween part. I see it more as a Halloween movie than I do a Christmas movie, despite it actually taking place over Christmas. And that is the eternal question is the Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? And I say, ¿por qué no los dos? The point is, though, I missed that, is that when in Kingdom Hearts 2, you got to go to Halloween Town, but you actually spent more time in Christmas Town than you did in Halloween Town. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. It shows you how unattached I am to the Christmas part of the Nightmare Before Christmas, and that I didn't even realize it was gone in the first game when I played it. I was just like, yeah, this is the full Nightmare Before Christmas experience. Totally missing half the movie. But they let you play it in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wish I could stick around in Halloween Town more. And then Sora gets so excited to see Santa. He's like a little kid, and then he's just like, Santa, yeah! And then Santa comes in like a boss and goes, I have it down here that you said I didn't exist when you were 5. And I was just like, oh, Sora, you've been caught. That is a little mean to hold it against Sora, though. Like the fact that when he was a little bit younger, he said that Santa doesn't exist, because that's a natural thing for kids to do, and especially you know it was Riku who pressured him. You know it was Riku who pressured him into saying Santa doesn't exist. Halloween Town is the best. Yeah, I'm really sad I can't show you guys the What's This. It's a lot of fun to play. But yeah, so that was a bit mean of Santa, I think. Santa's just a little bit mean in Kingdom Hearts. Child, say something about Santa. Santa will remember this. Yeah. Santa holds grudges in Kingdom Hearts, can confirm. It's not very jolly of you, Santa. We sort of had Santa in my place, because I'm Jewish, right? So, but my mom's not. So she said, I want to celebrate Christmas and Easter. My dad's like, fair enough, you can have that. And so we celebrate a very secular version of Christmas and Easter. It's mostly presents and chocolate. Again, not complaining. And so when I was a kid, we'd always get like, you know, those presents from Santa, but we'd also get presents from Hanukkah Harry, which I am 40% sure my parents made up. But it was still fun. It was this like these characters that would come in and leave presents, and then as I started getting older and Santa was no longer, and I started trying to pull the oh, Santa's not a thing, and that made my mom sad every single time I did it. So then what I did was I started getting in on it. So I would make my presents from Santa to my parents and let them do that, and I think my mom liked that. I think my mom enjoyed that, and of course my dad got presents from Hanukkah Harry because, you know, that's how you do. Gotta be all inclusive, right? I'm still 40% sure, or maybe it's 50% sure that my parents made Hanukkah Harry though. Still, it was these fun little traditions. We had a Hanumas bush. It was a tiny tree that we decorated with very blue Hanukkah-y things. It was kind of hilarious, and it works some years because some years Hanukkah and Christmas overlap, and that works. That's the thing that you do. But other years it's like Hanukkah is either way before or way after Christmas. So But again, never complaining, especially because we got Easter, and Easter's fun. Easter's fun because you get to go look for the eggs, and you get to eat the chocolate, and also we have Passover around the Eastern time period, the Easter time period. So one of the best Passover Seders I ever had was an entirely chocolate Passover Seder. Fun fact, Sweden celebrates Christmas by watching Disney shorts, also known as Donald Duck Christmas. Oh, that's super cool! I've done it every year since I was little, except the 2 times we celebrated in Finland, all inclusive and more presidents. And that sounds good. Yeah, no, the all-chocolate Passover Seder was great. And what I found out was that the synagogue told our families they were going to take us through a Passover Seder, and they were going to teach us Passover and how to properly run a Passover Seder as part of our education. The synagogue left out the chocolate part, though. So my parents let me go to the Seder and let me stay extra long for the Seder, and everything was chocolate, and they went all out. They got like special chocolate that was designed to look like the different parts, or as close as they could find. Like the Haroset was M&Ms, and it was amazing. It was the best Seder ever. I loved it, and our wine was chocolate milk. Did I just do a song that I've already done before? I think I did. Oh well, you guys get to enjoy it again. Yay! But yeah, so our Passover Seder was chocolate, and it was before dinner time too. So it was around like 3 or 4 o'clock. So my parents come to pick me up, and they're like, "Oh, how is the Seder? Are you ready for dinner?" I was like, "No, I'm full." And they're like, what did you eat? What did they give you for the Seder? And she goes, and I'm like, chocolate. And they're like, please tell me you're joking. It's like, nope. No, I was wired. I was so happy. Best Seder ever. One of these days, as a full-grown adult, I am going to do a chocolate Seder again. Because that was just fun. That was great. Not this year, though. Or probably the next few years, because I do like Seder food, and I am still experimenting too, because a lot of the traditional Seder foods I either can't have or I have to modify. Like, Haroset is traditionally made with red wine, with a sweet red wine. It's, because I'm Ashkenazi, it's red wine, apples, cinnamon, nuts. It's very nutty. And I love it. It's my favorite Passover food, but I can't have red wine anymore since my migraine's off, so that's a bit of a holiday bummer. I mean, so is the rest of the story of Passover, but it's not great, so I had to figure out, how do I make my favorite Passover meal and my favorite Passover foods without the red wine? Because, again, a lot of Jewish foods do require wine as part of them, either in the dish itself or during the process of making it, because of course you have to be drinking heavily while you make Jewish food. It's a rule. So I had to figure out, how do I get through all of these things without red wine? And sometimes the answer is, just use white wine, it's fine. But red wine and white wine do taste different. They have different properties, and they add different flavors to the dishes. So some things just straight up don't work with red wine. Or with white wine. Is it the alcohol or something else in the wine? It's something else in the wine. So it's the nitrates. The differences between red wine and white wine is that red wine, you leave the skin in, and you let the skin soak, and that's why it makes it red. But with white wine, yeah, I sucked. That was terrible. But with white wine, you don't leave the skin in, so it's the nitrates that are in the red wine that sets my head off. And, oh, that was a new one. Cool. Cool. Oh, that's cleared, yeah. And so the red wine is a problem, and I'm starting to learn. And there's other things like a problem too, like the maror, which is horseradish. I can't have horseradish anymore. Anything spicier than you know, pepper, and even then, pepper still hurts my head. And I'm talking about like black pepper or bell pepper. I can't have because it's too spicy for me now. I straight up can't have. And horseradish is very strong. It's a very, very strong taste, and too strong for me. So I have to be careful, and I have to really, really work on figuring out where my lines are and how to kind of get around stuff. And it's just like, well, if I can't have maror, what can I have? What would make a appropriate substitute for the holidays? And I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I might go, I don't know, daikon, but I'm being told the maror. Yeah. Wait, is the maror the parsley or the horseradish? Yeah, that's what I said. I can't have the maror. I can't have the horseradish. My mother is correcting me by not actually correcting me. She's done the Jewish thing for years and years and years now, so she's a honorary Jew. For my bat mitzvah, actually, was very cute. They gave her a fake Jewish name for me so that she could be included as part of my B'nai mitzvah, and that was cool. I liked that.